Grand afternoon. Yeah, I can't wait for nobody. I'm just gonna keep putting the knowledge out. If people want it, it's there. If you don't like it or it's not for you, you don't have to watch it. But I'm noticing there's a few people around that's interested in the things I have to say. And I'm gonna do this specifically for y'all just because you like it. You know what I'm saying? Like, why not give it to the people who actually feeling it? I don't gotta get no ratio. Like Divine reached out and was like, nah, I keep giving that out. No matter what nobody say, what they think, you put what I gave you out to put out because there's a reason why you putting it out, right? So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna keep doing this. So we're gonna get into this incremental science real quick. Number 5, you know what I'm saying? This is the meditation and distraction aspect of incremental science. All right. So let's get into it. Number 1, when you get into meditation, and see, I kind of learned this years ago because I took Tai Chi for like 7 years in my early 20s. And what I took was it's a form of Tai Chi called medical Kui Jung. It's about like the energy and meditation and stuff of that matter. So what I learned when I was doing this meditation years ago was breathing. And most people when they breathe, they think you gotta breathe and you just breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out. No, we learned to breathe in 2 times, like 2 ways. You get to breathe and fill your stomach up, and you get to breathe and fill your chest up at the same time. So you fill your chest up, right? Your chest full, and then you fill your stomach up. Now you really full of air. Now you really full of air. You know what I'm saying? Like if you can actually get that practice down. It took a long time for me to do that. When I first tried it, it was hard. You know what I'm saying? To actually do it in rotation, filling up your air in your chest and then filling up the air in your stomach at the same time. So if you can master that, you get a better airflow. So you want to breathe in through your mouth and out through your nose. This is going to start your meditation. This is how you're going to relax. This is going to open up chemical processes in your brain to get that, to get that energy flowing, right? So that's the first step. You're going to breathe in and out when you're in the meditation. You don't have to sit a particular way. I just drew it like this because it speaks to the aspect of sitting. You know what I'm saying? You can sit how you want. I sit a lot of different. I sit in a chair. Sometimes I lay down. You know what I'm saying? It just depends on how I'm feeling. It's up to you. Number 2, second thing that happens is when you get into your meditation, if you breathe it correctly, you're going to notice this. The first thing is going to take place is you're going to get current thoughts. You're going to get memories and what desires in your heart. These things are going to come out of nowhere. You're going to start seeing visualizations of future places. You're probably going to be ideas of what you think you want in your head. You're going to have old memories of this, current situations. Like they're just going to be flashing at you. They're just going to be coming real fast. It's how you know you're going into the meditation state. Because the system has to hold you. So you're separating those two things. You know what I mean? So the meditation state is a higher frequency. It's a higher frequency of consciousness. So going into that state, after you get into this understanding and you start seeing all these thoughts come. Number 3, what's going to happen if you stay focused? If you're still breathing and you're focused and you're going along with this energy, what's going to happen is all the thoughts are going to melt away and clarity is going to begin. It's going to begin to have like an energy of like if you were just sitting at the beach and there was nobody around and you had your eyes closed and the sun was just on you and you wasn't thinking about nothing. You was like almost sleeping. You was like, oh, this is so peaceful. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it would be like that, like the light is on your eyelids and that's all you would see. You wouldn't have a thought. It would just be like the light on your eyelids, but you'll feel that though. You know what I'm saying? You'll feel your thoughts like wash away. And it'll just be that, like that golden light for a moment. And then clarity begins. Clarity starts to come in. You start to see and feel just the moment. You start to feel the presence. You start to feel the essence of that moment. You know what I'm saying? The connection from you and source, divine at that point starts to feel it. And then what happens in your 4th state, the first pulse wave starts to flow. You start seeing like while your eyes are closed, you start seeing like these little like wrinkles. You start seeing it's like little ones. You know what I'm saying? You'll see them like little ones. You know what I'm saying? And that part is always weird to me because I get happy when that part comes because then I know I'm like in that meditation I can like feel it in my body like it's it's better. It's a better feeling than just being in normality. I'll put it like that. So to be in that meditation state, my body turns on. You know what I'm saying? It feels really good. So after the fourth state, and you start to notice these little meditations. I spoke to it in the last video. Depending on how you are or who you are as a person, different areas in your body gonna, like, your consciousness is gonna naturally focus on these areas, especially if you can get into the meditative state, because it's an alpha mind state. It's an alpha mind state. A lot of people don't have an alpha mind state. A lot of people are beta, delta, you know what I'm saying? And they live in these states. They never experience what it felt like to be at the height of something, you know what I'm saying? Just knowing that you are and I am, you know what I'm saying, at the same time. Like, that's something people not really apt to have. So a lot of the knowledge y'all hear me talk about, it's gonna be a lot of people that's gonna push away from it because they're not this. They just not on this level. And it's not a bad thing or good thing. It's just that what they are encountering in their life is only according to the consciousness value that the divine allowed them to deal with. So it doesn't make a particular value for me to even express yay or nay to something that somebody has into contingency with something that I'm saying, because it's what I'm saying, it might not be for them. And that's fine, because there's a lot of things in the world that's not for people. But I'm not judgmental, so I'm not gonna go around telling somebody where they said something stupid at, or if they did something. Like, you'll never hear me say, yo, this person, or my point of view towards somebody, because what they doing, that's they walk. You know what I'm saying? And for me to interfere with divine and that I'm wrong for that. You know what I'm saying? Divine plants the seeds how you want to, and they grow. And ultimately, you know what I'm saying, you're going to always have a tree that's going to look towards the bigger trees and be like, oh, them trees ain't. So I don't really get involved in all that. You know what I'm saying? Like, you'll never hear me talk about somebody's particular whatever. I won't even hint or even try to seed drop or allude to the value. Like, I'm not even like that. I fall back, especially when I see that type of energy starting to exist. I don't want no smoke, because you got to deal with that anyway. So, like I'm saying, I'm gonna keep doing this. I'm gonna bring incremental 6, incremental 7, incremental 8. We're gonna keep doing this, and I'm gonna keep dropping more. So y'all stay tuned. Anyway, after you get out of the fourth state and the pulses start, you start seeing the pulses with you. This is all when your eyes closing. You know what I'm saying? When you start seeing the pulses, you get into this state where the pulses actually start growing. I love this state right here, because this is like when all the pulses come together. This is like when you start seeing them all literally come together in one circle, and they'll start pulsing right around you. You'll feel it just pulse around, and they'll pulse around. It's been times I've meditated, and this is the only reason why I added colors to that. It's been times where I've meditated and I've actually seen colors that I can't explain. You know what I mean? I've meditated, and I'm deaf in my left ear. I've meditated and I've heard music that people who was around me could not hear. You know what I'm saying? And I would start crying. They'd be like, yo, why you crying? I'd be like, y'all don't hear that music? You don't hear that? It's like it's some of the most magnificent sounds. And I don't even know, I read about it after, like, years later, I learned about what that is, and only far and few between people get a chance to tap into that divine energy. You know what I'm saying? So I've been able to have accesses to certain things like that, and people would watch me go through this emotional breakdown while I'm experiencing something that I don't know what I'm experiencing. So to reach that height, and you can do it constantly, things happen if you can raise the chrism. You know what I mean? Things happen when you raise the chrism, and everybody don't know about that, because they don't know what that is. They're not even taught that. They just think it's a physical thing to you, but they looking at it. Well, I'm not gonna even get into that, all right? But for the most part, after you get into this and the waves start pulsing out and they get into the circle or whatever, you get into a calm state. This is the last state. This is number 6. You get into that calm state, and it locks in. And when it locks in, it's just pulsing one giant circle right around you, and you feel yourself connected to the divine at that point. And it's like messages will come through, like straight downloads coming in. Like it's about a whole bunch of things. Just it depends on how blocked you are not. If you're blocked, you're gonna miss a lot of things. You know what I'm saying? But if you got clarity in all your chakras and your body's aligned with the natural orders of things, you grounded, divine gonna talk to you. You know what I'm saying? It just happens like that. This is the distraction aspect, though. You could be in this meditation state and you feel this whole circle pulse around you. You feel it. You good. The focused meditation is in play at that point. You know what I'm saying? You're in full focus. But then you hear something. Somebody makes a sound, the door open. You know what I'm saying? Somebody drops something. Somebody call you or whatever. Out of the blue. Somebody Got somebody focusing on your energy, thinking about you, sending negative thoughts at you. Pow! And they try to break it to your meditation because they don't think you know. But divine with me, so divine let me know everything. It's all good. See you, but I don't see you. It breaks into your meditation and it'll like crumple in like like it'll just crumple in. You'll be like, yo, what's that? I'm losing focus. That's the system pulling you. You know what I'm saying? Like some weaker vessels, weaker people are controlled by the system. People who are weak in the spirit, you can tell they controlled by the system because you know what they're going to do? They're going to do everything systematically. They're going to throw shots. They're going to say negative things. They're going to put negative energy into the universe. That's just what they do because they're weaker energies. A solid energy is a person who can stand in the energy or the creation how divine sent you. And you can stand that being you. You don't have to verse nothing. You know what I'm saying? Because you know divine is walking with you. So it's the strength and that value of knowing who you are. The problem with the people in this world is they forgot who they are. I'm already on 11. Let me fall back before I lose this time. You already know the vibes. I appreciate y'all letting me do this. Stay tuned. I'm going to bring more to y'all. Naga.